Hello, and welcome back for a trailblazing edition of the Palm Beaches TV Watch Party series. I'm your host, Theo Dorsey, and today we're celebrating Women's History Month in the Palm Beaches. We'll be meeting some local ladies along the way who are leaders in the community and paving the way for women everywhere.
In 2017, a prominent Wellington polo patron was injured and needed a strong female player to take her spot on the team. The player she chose made history.
In the third position tonight, we have Miss Shariah Harris on Prince.
There are perhaps few sporting events as elite seeming and sounding as an Ivy League polo game.
Who will come out with the ball? Looks like Shariah Harris.
But the MVP of this contest at Cornell University came about in a unique way, by way of an at-risk neighborhood in inner-city Philadelphia.
Where I was born and raised for a little while, it was not a good area. At risk for me more so meant we were on the very low bracket of income base.
Shariah Harris was 8 when her mother took a wrong turn, stumbling upon a horse farm in Philadelphia's Fairmount Park. That wrong turn ultimately turning Shariah's life around.
And we saw other black children riding horses, so my mom was like, okay, how can I get my children involved?
2 times around. Keep the booty up.
Leslie Heiner started Work to Ride in 1994, teaching disadvantaged children from Philly to ride and play polo in exchange for barn chores, a commitment that keeps kids on the straight and narrow.
Any horse person will probably tell you that if they were surrounded by horses when they were a kid, kept them out of trouble.
Well, I'm going through a lot, so it takes my mind off of things because I just have to focus on the horse.
Work to Ride, I learned accountability, responsibility, and just a hard work ethic, because without any of those, I wouldn't have gotten as far as I have playing polo.
When it came time for college, Shariah applied to one of the oldest and strongest polo schools in the country, Cornell University.
I hid it from Les at first because I wanted to surprise her, and she cried a bit when I showed her the acceptance letter. It was a great feeling.
We were pretty excited. There were a lot of expletives when we found out that she actually got into Cornell with a full ride, which is pretty cool.
This is kind of my dream come true. Cornell was my dream school. I love it. My teammates are my best friends here, and they are my family.
The defensive change of direction plays, quick one hit. I've started nicknaming her my queen because it's definitely a case of both in the arena and in the barn. She's a force, that's for sure. Personally, I would rate her among the top 5 to 10 women's intercollegiate players in the country.
Big hit by Shariah Harris.
In 2017, Shariah made history when Palm Beach County resident and postage stamp team owner Annabelle Garrett invited Shariah to take her spot in a high goal tournament, the top level of polo.
We really didn't actually know it at the time that she would be the first African-American woman to participate in the high goal polo. I was so thrilled. I mean, I was really, really, really thrilled. And, to have the Work to Ride support system there and have people then see what that organization full on does right there in front of their eyes was fantastic.
Polo has changed my life because I wouldn't be well traveled. I wouldn't know the people that I know. I wouldn't be able to say that I broke records, breaking barriers. And I've always been a competitive person, so being able to make it this far and something that I love is just very important for me.
This remarkable young woman proving the sport of kings has a new queen.
Next, we meet a groundbreaking artistic designer who created an entire eco-friendly fashion line and even found a way to use her talents to support animals in need.
Kristen, we're surrounded by some really, really beautiful dresses. Vivra Couture, can you tell us your inspiration behind these beautiful creations?
Absolutely. So Vivra Couture is
a really interesting concept. It's actually really all canvas and hand painted. We started the whole entire concept from my original company, Garbage Gone Glam. Garbage Gone Glam is made out of paper and plastic and different environmental type things as a marketing platform and an environmental platform. It kind of merged into both kind of things. Vivra is a step up from that. People loved my designs and they really wanted to see things that could be worn or cleaned, dry cleaned, instead of just paper that really wouldn't last very long. So I had this one event on Palm Beach Island at Palm Beach. We made a paper dress and I had an artist live paint on the dress at the event. People were drawn to it. They loved the concept. They loved seeing how she was painting on it, and the whole dress came together so beautiful and fun that people said, well, you should do more of these. I'm like, well, paper doesn't really last very long. So canvas was the next best thing. It's almost like a paper, but it's a fabric and it's paintable and sustainable to the forever. You can
So these
wash
dresses are actually canvas.
literally artist canvas.
And the artist is directly painting onto this.
Exactly.
This is not a screen print.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, and that's kind of hard for people to get sometimes. But when you see up close, if you see the globs of paint, you see the strokes, you really get it. It's real art. And it's just something that's never really been done before. I searched the whole world after we did that white dress that we painted to see if other people were doing anything like it. And there's some painting on silks and different things like that, but nothing quite full-on artist canvas, like that thicker fabric. But it feels like really good on.
Okay.
I've made a couple dresses now for myself. It took a while, but I made my own wedding dress. So that was really, really fun to do and wear. And I have another rose painted dress. So it's fun to experience it myself because it took a while. I
That's
usually
amazing.
have models wear it and different things, but yeah, so it's such a fun concept.
A really cool initiative. You have partnered with the Humane Society to make a really unique calendar. Can you tell me about what you've created?
Absolutely. It's one of Garbage Gone Glam and my personal best achievements, I think. It was so much work, but so fulfilling to actually create each one of these dresses from discarded shelter, dog food, and cat food bags.
Wow.
So it was really cool. We used about 200 bags throughout the whole calendar. And each image uses 1 to 25 bags, so it was really cool to see how it all came together. And then individually, we went to the Humane Society and shot photos of different pets, different adoptable animals, because we wanted to include them in the calendar. So
How did you not
cute.
take them all home?
Very difficult, very difficult. They were so cute. So I'll show you this one. He is about to jump off the table, where we were shooting against this wall, and he looks in the image exactly like he's looking down at the fishies.
Oh, how perfect. What a good model.
He did so good.
Oh,
so he's looking, it looks like he's looking
cute.
down, but he was really just he's like, I'm done, I want to get off the table. But
Yes.
perfect, that's the shot.
So it's not just apparel that you do, it is what I love, accessories. And so tell me about your purses and your bow ties and all the other fun things that you do in addition to this line.
So the dresses can be a little pricey. They're not for everybody. They're very unique. So we figured everyone is unique in their own self, so they do want something. What can they have that's not quite as elaborate or bold as a dress? So now we do these little clutches that act as also a piece of art on your wall, or you can sit it up on a little stand that it comes with and display it.
Oh, fun.
And then carry it around and use it. It's acrylic, so it lasts forever. I mean, I've used and abused my own purse for like 2 years now, and it doesn't look like anything. So
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's like amazing how it holds up. So just the chunky thickness of them and the texture, it adds so much to an outfit. If you wear like a solid color dress, perfect accessory.
Yes.
And the bow ties for the men are just incredible for weddings, for a groom, for special events. You can actually match a handbag to a bow tie if you go to like a charity event or a fun gala or something. And just a fun way to match. And the shoes are also really fun accessory. And our customers just send us their shoe. Doesn't have to be, we don't make shoes.
Yeah.
We paint on your shoe. So if you find a shoe you love, if you're a Manolo fan or you're a Louboutin fan, send them in. We will completely hand paint them. If they've been a little worn and their fabric
What a
is
good
old.
way to fix them.
It fixes them up and makes them like a brand new shoe.
That's perfect.
It's super fun.
Thanks, Kristen. This is truly an art adventure in the Palm Beaches.
Finally, let's enjoy some delicious flavors from a two-woman entrepreneurial powerhouse who built an authentic Trinidadian restaurant with love.
Okay, now I'm officially hungry and headed to Riviera Beach to check out Chunke, an authentic Trinidadian restaurant that is built on a true love story. The restaurant is the creation of Chef Wendy and her wife and business partner, Evita. And lucky me, today I get to sample some tasty dishes. I may even try my hand in making some Trini street food. What came first, the love or the food? How did that happen?
Both.
Both came at the same time?
Simultaneously, yeah.
How do you figure out, okay, we're not only together, but now we're gonna start
Chunky.
this?
We were like, oh, everybody has to eat.
They
and
do.
We mix my business experience and know-how with her chef skills, and this is really how Chunky was born.
Now let's talk about the name Chunke. Where does that come from? What is that?
Chunky means saute in Trinidadian dialect.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Saute?
Yes, saute. So it's the process of heating the oil, adding the spices and the garlic, and because we chunky everything.
So this is one of our the rotis we do. It's called dal puri.
And you make all of this in-house?
Yes, everything in-house. Yep.
What are these paddles called? Is there a name for these?
These are called dabblers. My brother actually made them from Trinidad for me.
He made them?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Look at that. I want to do what you did. Like this?
Yeah, it's fine.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lovely. Yay.
Not bad, not bad. My first one.
Very good.
Customers find us, a lot of word of mouth.
Yeah.
Seeing them enjoy the food and all, it's just really, it's an amazing
It keeps us
experience.
going.
Yes,
Sure.
it inspires us.
It's a labor of love.
Yes.
It's all about passion. You got to share it together.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yes, we argue a bit in between, but
Of course. Well, that's what I was getting at before. You're working with your.
yeah, of course, no, but I stay here,
Sure.
out here, and she stays
Right.
there. So
She's got the kitchen taken
we're
care of. You got the
separated.
customer service.
Yes.
So now we're gonna make Trinidad's #1 street food.
These are the doubles.
Yep.
Very exciting.
What is doubles? It's 2 fried flatbread infused with saffron, topped with curried chickpea, tamarind sauce, and cucumbers, and some hot sauce, which we all make in-house. Pinch. It's gonna fry really quickly.
All right, I'm gonna keep pinching.
And we're gonna press, spin, as thin as possible. How we go in there?
I think I'm all right.
Yeah, nice.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Putting me to work. Put me to work. I like this.
Nice.
Boom.
Double.
Boom. You know what? I'm gonna give you a little secret. I may have made that back there. I may have made this one.
be so terrible.
No. What do you mean it's gonna be terrible? How'd I do? Come on.
You did all right.
You're welcome, ladies. You're welcome.
To check out more inspiring local women who make the Palm Beaches such an incredible place to live, head on over to the video on demand section at thepalmbeaches.tv. Thank you so much for joining us here today. I'm Theo Dorsey, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.